Let me walk you through this vegan recipe. Nice, easy, and simple. I'm going to show you how I made that sauce to go with it. Requested. Come on and let's get started.
You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari. Why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days and when him feed you. You know when no obligation but to owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him wine to get turn your back on your brother when him need you.
Now, let's cook now. That's my SEITAN meat, homemade SEITAN meat that I make at home myself. Now I'm going to put a link down below to show you guys how to make the most delicious, fast, easy, and simple SEITAN meat in your kitchen ever you can possibly have. Now, all I did, when I usually make my meat, I make a nice little amount. So I separate it, put it in the freezer, and whenever I feel like cooking a certain kind of recipe, I take a piece of it out, thaw it, and I'm ready for that recipe. This one, however, what I did, I put it out, let it thaw, take a paper towel and pat dry any liquid. You do not want any liquid into this one because you're making chicken strips. Okay, so you don't want any liquid in it. Let it sit room temperature for a good half an hour to 45 minutes to soak up that natural hair and so it could dry some more. Then all I did was cut it into strips, just like that, and your meat is ready to cook. In addition to my recipe, I'm going to be adding flour to this recipe, of course. Now, the flour of my choice is the oats flour, 1 cup of oats flour. I'm also going to use a cup of corn flakes, as well as half a cup of applesauce. Unsweetened applesauce is what I'm using. If you don't have that, grab yourself some sweetened one. It's just fine. Now, to kick up this thing a mean notch, you're going to need garlic powder, onion powder, salt and black pepper, all-purpose seasoning, chicken seasoning, and I'm also going to add a little bit of turmeric powder to it. Let's get started. Now this is your very first step to make the meanest, nicest, bestest chicken strips vegan style in your kitchen ever. Now I have my chicken strips there, which has been nicely prepared for me, so I'm ready to go. I'm going to add my salt and black pepper to it. Turn it on the other side and repeat the same step and sit to the side. Now in another container, you're going to add your oats flour, your corn flakes, onion powder, garlic powder, all-purpose seasoning, chicken seasoning, and your turmeric. Now, if you don't want to use turmeric, go ahead and grab yourself some curry powder. Now, with clean hands, you want to mix this together. Now, in another container, I'm going to go ahead and put my SEITAN meat in here. Then I'm going to add my applesauce, because my applesauce is going to substitute out for the eggs. Now, the next thing I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and get my meat and put it into my flour mixture and coat it well. You want to make sure that this is coated really good. Now I have my pot on the fire and my oil is inside that pot, and you want to make sure you're not overheated. That's nice and hot enough to when you put your meat in, it starts to fry immediately. Now these are exactly how I want it. A nice crispy golden brown, nice and crunchy. Some want it. I'm going to go ahead and just remove these off the heat, and we're going to make our If you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe, like, and share. And there's more recipes to come, just like this one, or even better. Thumbs up, like, and share. Let me know what you'd like to see me cooking next in my kitchen. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy! I'm gonna let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10 for this palette.